Hello, everybody. What's going on? So, while I was sitting at my desk today, I decided to make a list, and the list consists of 12 things learned during slavery that black people still do till this day. I repeat, I listed 12 things learned during slavery that black slaves still do till this day. Okay? Number one, and I thought these through, okay, before I wrote them down. Here's what we still do today as slaves. The diet of many black people still consists of foods that were forced onto our ancestors during slavery. If you don't know what slave food is, it's the scraps that the slave masters used to give to the slaves. Okay? It's food that they didn't want, food that they didn't want to eat and that they thought were nasty or whatnot. They would just give the scraps and shit over to the slave. Okay? All right. Such as, I'm going to name something considered slave food. Pig intestines. I think you guys call it, what do you guys call pig intestines? I call it the shitter, but I don't, y'all call it something else. I can't even remember the name of it. If anybody can remember what pig intestines are called in the grocery stores, please list it in the comments, okay? Because I can't remember right now. I have a brain fart. Like collard greens and let's see, what else? Okay, pretty much what you guys call soul food is pretty much slave food. Okay, it's the unwanted shit that the white slave owners didn't want and they pushed off to y'all, which is most of it is very unhealthy, and that's why we suffer from diseases such as diabetes or gout or whatnot from eating slave food. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Black people in the world only speak the European language of their ancestors and the slave master let me repeat that. Black people in the world only speak the European language of their ancestors' slave master. Okay? Being as though we don't know where we come from or who we came from, the only language that we have been taught is that of our slave masters, our ancestors' slave masters. Do you understand what I mean, guys? Okay, I'm going to move on. Black leaders often seem to run black countries. The black leaders that run black countries, they run it like puppets to European or Asian power agendas. Do you guys know what that means? I'll repeat. Our black leaders often seem to run black countries like puppets to European or Asian power agendas. I don't have time to explain it, but just look it up. If I say something that you guys don't fully understand, please just Google it, okay? All right. Black men and black women can often be disrespectful towards each other and don't use amicable methods to settle disputes. Black people spend the majority of their resources in development and advancement of other racial and ethnic groups.
Hi.
Hey, baby. Many blacks depend on other groups for empowerment rather than creating jobs for the black community. I also wrote down some more things, guys. Divide and conquer techniques that whites used to separate blacks. Divide and conquer techniques that whites used to separate black people contribute to why black people are often violent towards each other today. Many black people live in destitute situations with the same or at times worse conditions than slavery. Many people of African descent hold a negative perception of themselves. Many predominantly black churches and homes are still decorated with a picture of a white Jesus. There is and there never was a Jesus, okay? I repeat, there is and there never was a Jesus, people, okay? He wasn't white. Jesus wasn't black. He wasn't polka dot or pink. There was no Jesus, okay? Okay. Jesus was just a fairy tale made up by Caucasian people, okay, to keep you guys in slavery, keep you scared, keep you weak and powerless, okay? And they still use it today. Well, they don't have to use it against you today because now you enslave yourself. You're so fucked up from slavery, you enslave yourself today. So white people don't even have to do nothing to us because we're doing it all to ourselves today. Learn to fix your own problems and grow up, people. Jesus was just a fairy tale. Praying's not gonna do shit, okay? Okay. I'm going to compare the Jesus fairy tale to Peter Pan, Snow White, Cinderella, the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, and Santa Claus. It's all in the same category. It's just bullshit, propaganda, and fairy tales, okay? There is no sky deity, people. I repeat, there's no damn person in the sky that you get on your knees and pray to. You're just talking to yourself, okay? Stop it. There is no heaven or hell. All right. So, I hate to hurt your feelings, but it's the truth. I think I wrote down some more stuff too. I'd also like to say that I do not feel sorry for those black people who believe in fairy tales because they are ignorant. It's too much literature out here for y'all to be still ignorant, okay? And you're too grown to be walking around here thinking that if you get on your knees and pray, it's going to make a change, okay? Or if you holler the word Jesus and look up in the sky, it's going to be somebody up there. That's just too much education in the world for y'all to still walk around with the belief in Jesus, okay? I think y'all brainwashed and you live a false existence. And that's how I feel about Christians. All of y'all brainwashed, ignorant, and you live a false existence. Okay, people, I am finished. I want my daughter to say hello to you. Say hi, boo-boops.
Hi.
Oh, I guess she don't want to show her face today, guys. Well, I thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, please share it if you can. Have a good rest of the evening. Toodles!